Video games are so amazing, from the world of Red Dead Redemption 2 to Call of Duty to any other video game. We all love a certain video game. However, today I'm breaking down the top 10 video games of all time. Let's get into it. At number 10, I have Astrobot. And honestly, this game is just pure joy. It's one of the most creative, if not the most creative, 3D platformer I've ever played. Every level feels like it was designed with love. From the music to the hidden PlayStation references, it's got that same kind of magic Mario games have, but with its own unique charm and personality. The way Astro uses the DualSense controller's features is awesome. You actually feel the environment through haptics and motion controls. It's short, sweet, and full of surprises. It may not be the biggest game on the list, but it's one of those rare ones that just makes you smile the entire time you're playing. At number 9, we've got Horizon Forbidden West. This game is an absolute visual masterpiece. The world feels alive, from the lush forests to the mechanical beasts roaming around. Combat is thrilling and strategic, letting you mix ranged attacks, traps, and gadgets to take down some seriously intimidating machines. Aloy's story continues to be engaging with strong characters, great writing, and some of the best open world storytelling you'll find in gaming today. Whether you're climbing mountains, exploring underwater ruins, or just hunting a robotic T-Rex, every moment feels epic. Forbidden West isn't just a sequel, it's a full-on evolution of the franchise, and it proves that open world games can still feel fresh, exciting, and beautiful. At number 8 is The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. This game takes the open world concept of Breath of the Wild and adds layers of vertical exploration, new abilities, and inventive mechanics that make it feel completely fresh. The dungeons, sky islands, and crazy physics-based puzzles really push your creativity, while the story gives the world a deeper sense of mystery and history. Every corner of Hyrule feels alive, and the freedom to experiment with your abilities never gets old. If you thought Breath of the Wild was amazing, you'll love Tears of the Kingdom. At number 7 is The Last of Us Part 2. This game is intense, emotional, and completely unforgettable. The storytelling is next level. It doesn't shy away from tough choices, heartbreak, or morally gray situations, making you feel every moment. The gameplay is tight and immersive, with stealth, crafting, and combat that keeps you constantly on edge. Add in the incredible attention to detail in the environment and character animations, and you've got a game that feels like a cinematic masterpiece you're living. The Last of Us Part 2 isn't just a game, it's an experience that sticks with you long after the credits roll. At number 6, we've got Grand Theft Auto V. This game is a landmark in open world design, giving players a massive living city to explore with almost limitless freedom. From high-speed chases to chaotic heists, it's endlessly entertaining. The story is gripping, with 3 distinct protagonists whose lives intertwine in clever and unexpected ways. And then there's GTA Online, which has kept the world alive for over a decade, with new content, updates, and craziness around every corner. This game isn't just a game, it's a world you can lose yourself in for hundreds of hours, and it still feels fresh no matter how many times you play. Number 5 is The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. This game completely redefined open world adventure, giving players total freedom to explore, experiment, and approach challenges however they want. Now, you may be asking me why I had this game above Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't know how to explain it, but I just think Breath of the Wild is better, because from climbing mountains, gliding across valleys, discovering hidden shrines, and experimenting with physics-based puzzles makes every moment feel like a new adventure. The world is massive, alive, and beautifully crafted, filled with secrets waiting to be uncovered. At number 4 is God of War Ragnarok. This game is an absolute masterpiece, blending epic combat with deep, emotional storytelling. The relationship between Kratos and Atreus is at the heart of the experience, giving the game a level of character depth that few action games achieve. The combat is brutal, fluid, and satisfying, with a perfect mix of strategy and power. The Norse world feels massive and alive, filled with stunning locations, mysteries, and memorable side quests. Ragnarok isn't just about action, it's about an unforgettable journey, one that balances spectacle, storytelling, and emotion like no other game. And number 3 is Days Gone, and this spot is well earned. While it might not have gotten the hype it deserved at launch, the game is a masterclass in open world storytelling and survival. You play as Deacon St. John, a biker navigating a harsh post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies. Fast, deadly, and unpredictable enemies that make every encounter pulse-pounding. What puts Days Gone in the top 3 is how it balances its massive living world with an emotional, character-driven story. The dynamic weather, roaming hordes, and realistic survival mechanics make the world feel alive, while Deacon's journey of lost loyalty and perseverance gives the game heart. Simply put, Days Gone isn't just another zombie game, it's an immersive, emotional, and action-packed experience that earns its place among the very best games ever. At number 2 is God of War 2018, and this is where storytelling and gameplay truly reach perfection. This reboot transformed Kratos from a rage-driven Spartan into a complex, layered character, giving us a story about fatherhood, redemption, and the bonds that define us. The combat is tight, strategic, and satisfying, blending Leviathan X mastery with cinematic, fluid action. The world of Midgard and the Nine Realms is massive, beautifully designed, and packed with secrets, side quests, and epic encounters that make exploration rewarding. God of War isn't just an action game, it's an emotional journey, a cinematic masterpiece, and one of the best games of this generation, earning its number 2 spot. At number 1 is Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's not hard to see why it claims the top spot. From the moment you step into the shoes of Arthur Morgan, you're immersed in a world that feels alive in every detail. The landscapes are breathtaking, snowy mountains, sprawling plains, dense forests, and lively towns, all packed with secrets, wildlife, and side stories waiting to be discovered. But it's more than just a beautiful world, the story is incredibly emotional and deeply human. Arthur Morgan and the Van der Linde gang feel like real people with motivations, flaws, and relationships that evolve over time. Every choice you make, from simple conversations to major story decisions, carries weight and shapes your experience. The gameplay itself is equally remarkable, from horseback riding across open plains, tense gunfights and stealth encounters, to hunting, crafting, and interacting with the environment in organic ways. Everything feels purposeful and immersive. The attention to detail is unmatched. Even small animations like Arthur brushing snow off his coat or trying his boots make the world feel real. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game, it's an experience, a cinematic, emotional, and interactive masterpiece that sets the gold standard for storytelling, world building, and gameplay in video games. Its depth, realism, and narrative power make it absolutely deserving of the number 1 spot on this list. And that right there is the top 10 video games of all time, in my opinion. I want to know what you think, though. Do you agree with my picks, or do you have some games you think deserve to be on this list instead? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to see your top 10s too. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more gaming content, including reviews, top lists, and hidden gems. Thanks for watching.